Hello, lovely people. Today is another episode of News on the Spectrum. That's right. My name is Martin K, and today episode gonna be about Australia. That's right. Good day to you, cunt. I think that's Australian accent. Okay, so what do I know about Australia? Australia is one of those countries and continents at the same time, and fucking amazing achievement, despite it's none of the human achievements, but yeah. One of those countries where the capital is not known to the public. Like, for instance, everybody says Turkey was the capital. Istanbul. No, it's Ankara. You go to Brazil, right? Or what's the capital? Rio de Janeiro. And no, it's actually Brasilia. Australia is the capital of Australia is Canberra, I think. Yeah, Canberra. But everybody would probably say Sydney because Canberra is probably not as beautiful as Sydney, despite never being in Australia, and they probably suck at marketing. That's right, marketing. So Australia is a continent and a country at the same time. The neighbor country is New Zealand. They love each other because they both fucking ships. Okay, what do I know about Australia? You had Olympics in 2000 in Sydney. Again, not the capital, Sydney. Your main exports are coal, ships, iron. I'm no, no. I have no idea about Australian exports. Probably Australians don't even know what they're fucking exporting. Oh yeah, I've heard this news that you guys like to make a coffee and you're kind of skilled at it, which is kind of surprising because what do Australians have in common with coffee? I have no idea. The main famous invention of Australia is convincing everybody that Paul Hogan from Crocodile Dundee is a handsome man. Yeah, like Paul Hogan and Crocodile Dundee, and he has like a beautiful lady, like yearning after him, right? No, look at fucking Paul Hogan in those movies. The movies are from the 80s, but still, the dude would look like a fucking 60-year-old alcoholic. How the fuck did you convince people this is the handsome dude? Like he's blonde and or like all tan, but look, dude, if you're a blonde, right? Stay away from the sun. Stay away from the sun. It will destroy your skin. You will look like yeah, Crocodile Dundee without the dandy. You look like a fucking crocodile, all right? You look like a crocodile. What else do I know about Australia? I think one time your prime minister went for a swim and nobody ever found him, but you decided just to move along. All right, I kind of like this chill attitude, fuck the politicians. And today is an election year in Poland, so I do share this belief that fuck all the politicians. Okay, let's go with the news. Okay, the first one goes Yahoo News. Yahoo, exactly. So, what happened? Let me check. Stranger gross backyard act in Aussie's home. It's just bizarre. Brisbane resident Holly Stephen believes the man is helping himself to her pool as a post run ritual. That's right, someone is going for a run and then he's jumping to the pool because maybe he doesn't have a pool, right? Or maybe he's a creep. That's probably the other option. Okay, so an Aussie woman is grappling with the odd behavior of one man who, months now, continues to allegedly trespass onto her property and enjoy a sneaky swim in her backyard pool, when no one is home. The dude is like, okay, coast is clear, swimming time. I don't know. I hope at least he showers. No, no, it's after the run, so he doesn't shower. God damn it, how much does lady pay for fucking cleaning the pool? Every single time, some sweaty dude fucking washing himself in the swimming pool. On multiple occasions, the unknown man has allegedly been caught on security cameras sneaking into the Brisbane backyard and seemingly checking to ensure the property is vacant before popping off his shoes and jumping into the pool for apparently post-run dip. Well, at least he's taking off his shoes, right? Fucking polite, man. He's like sweaty. His sneakers on and he's running, and then he's stretching in the pool. Yeah, just fucking stretching. Not only like, hey, let's fuck this fucking women's pool. Let me stretch beforehand, so I won't get a cramp in a pool and after the run, which honestly it's very gross because it's just like the guy we don't know coming in sweating swimming. All right, that's a valid fucking concern. All right, it's just bizarre. According to the article, so apparently five separate incidents of a man using the pool since January. However, Holly suspects that he may enjoyed more squeaky swims before the CCTV was installed. Newly installed CCTV, blah blah blah, second home property. He could do it every time. I could buy a house and the guy was probably already there. Oh yeah, did you check your fucking documents, huh? Maybe it's some kind of law that he has a right to swim in your pool. You bought a house with a dude inside. Just this is why the house was so cheap. Yeah, I know there's this little problem. There's a dude living here. Oh, I don't care, the house is cheap. Okay, police is investigating. Like fucking on a stakeout in the bushes. I was like, okay, let's catch this man swimming. You can swim, but you cannot run. Okay, so they asked to contact the police. She said, I'm gonna call from Poland. Like, hello, I found him. He's swimming in my pool too. I do not have a pool. I have a garage though. Maybe he's fucking swimming there too. Okay, trespassing is illegal. Blah blah blah. It's a fine, 3,000 something Australian dollars. It's kind of hilarious that you're a former British colony, but you use dollars, not pounds. Yeah. Okay. The next news. Next news is coming from the least verse. It's a rather a short one. Unlicensed cooler. That's right. If you don't know what a cooler is, yeah, if Australians are listening to it, they know exactly what a cooler is. It's like a remote fridge. You can put some beers, put some meat, go to the park, make some grill. Look at the ladies, look at the dogs, go home, jerk off. Being sad and shit. Okay, in November 2021. An unnamed 20-year-old man in Kerang, Victoria was stopped by the Swan Hill Police Service while driving a motorized cooler on the sidewalk. Police shared photos on the social media of the cooler being loaded on the rather large tow trucks as the vehicle was impounded for 30 days. I do recommend you guys to Google this cooler because it's kind of hilarious. It's literally a remote fridge and a fucking engine, and the guy was probably like drinking and driving. Police stated while the driver of the cooler passed the breathalyzer test. Oh man, he passed. What the fuck? I thought he was like drunk. He was not intoxicated. He did not have a valid driving license. Yeah, he was driving a cooler. How the fuck do you make a driving license for a cooler? Hey man, can I take a test for the driving license? In fact, he never held one. Oh, he never had it. I thought he like lost. Because like in Poland, very often guys who lost their driving license, they're driving those like 50 centimeter, cubical centimeters, whatever. Those small scooters, because you don't need a driving license. So as a result, the driver is now facing charges of driving without the license and driving an unregistered motor vehicle. Ah man, sorry for you. Okay, this motorized SK brand of portable cooler, all right, is considered a vehicle due to size, engine capacity, and must comply with legislative requirements and road rules. That's right, and it also there is requirements to have a beer inside, because without it, it's gonna be fucking useless. And now is the time for news from Czechoslovakia. Czechoslovakia still doesn't exist. Right, people, now is the time for the second part of the news from Australia. That's right, news from the spectrum. Let's go. Commuter chaos. Oh, wait a second. Is from Mail Online News. That's right. There is 6 degrees in Australia, or 7. I cannot read that stuff. Oh no, it's 1 p.m., 7, 10 a.m., 6. Okay. So, commuter chaos after major incident unfolds on Sydney Harbour Bridge. Oh, okay, major incident on Sydney blah, 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 Bridge brought traffic to a standstill on Easter Monday afternoon. Multiple emergencies, crews were seen and stoppage in southern approach the bridge as traffic back, blah, blah, blah. Police confirmed the Daily Man they have responded. Wait, wait, what's the fun? Where's the fun? What the fuck? That's it? That's the fucking news? This is what's funny in Australia? Traffic? Or maybe that you have a bridge. The incident involved. So, oh, come on, people. Oh, fuck ChatGPT, seriously. Every time, every single week, I'm asking ChatGPT, give me some funny news. No killing, no fucking reality shows, nothing. Every single time. Hey, someone died. Like, super funny, hilarious, seriously. Fuck ChatGPT. Okay, let's go with the fourth news, and in the meantime, I will find something else. So, the fourth news, which in that case is a third news. Rioter steals a tray of sausage rolls from Greg's. When you're on the riot, you're angry, you fucking fighting with people, you're getting hungry, right? And what you do? That's right, you steal the food. In that case, sausage, rolls of sausage. Also, the dude looks like because there's a picture, the dude looks like he needs to eat. Like, seriously, he's skinny as shit. I'm skinny as a motherfucker, but this dude looks like he was through the famine. Maybe his origins are from Ireland. That's unsensitive joke. A bare-chested riot, bare-chested riot, was pictured stealing tray of what appeared to be sausage rolls from Greg's. Young man was filmed throwing a plastic chair against the window of the bakery. It's good. I don't know, maybe he was protesting against the sausage prices. Hey, we need to make sausage more affordable for the humanity. The young man was filmed throwing a plastic chair against the window of the bakery chain in Hull as he and several others tried to break the glass. Like, come on, people, it's a bakery. It's like the safest business ever. Could you like destroy Google, huh? Or like fucking Apple. At some point afterwards, he was pictured walking away from the looted store, clutching a tray of baked goods. Nick Lawless, the managing director of Hope Not Hate, posted on Twitter, I really hope the tray of Greg's sausage rolls were worth the sentence he will shortly get. The guy got super serious. I don't think he'll get a lot for the sausage. I don't know. I have no idea about anything about Greg's sausage. Maybe they're like the most expensive product in Australia. One sausage is like fucking Lincoln Continental or Bentley or Holidays in Bali. While identity of the writer is unknown, the scene is all too familiar to other as there are riots. Why they were rioting? Is there any news why they were rioting? Okay, some other rioters they stole cosmetics. Yeah, you need some makeup to not be recognized by the police. Who is this person? And the dude is like wearing Max Factor or L'Oreal cosmetics. I don't know much about cosmetics. I'm using Head and Shoulders and some shower gel, as almost every dude on the planet. Elsewhere, Rai Reuter who threw stones at the police. Okay, you stone at the police. Okay, and some dude was wearing a balaclava while doing it. Well, the dude who stole the sausage should also wear one because he do not look good. Nor he's handsome, nor he's muscular. But maybe, thankfully, after stealing the sausage, he will gain a lot of muscles and change his face structure. Okay, there is some Enchida penis. Enchidna penis. I have no idea what the fuck is an Enchidna. And I don't want to read about penises. Penises. Dicks. Dicks. Okay, a woman loved herself a lot. In May 2020, a Sydney teacher, Patricia Christian, made the ultimate commitment to herself in a half an hour self commitment ceremony attended by nine of her closest friends. He married herself. Hey, psh, Understandable. I love myself too. That's right. Every time someone says, "Oh, you're not perfect," and I'm like, "Yeah, because you don't know me." That's just fucking. Okay, so what happened? Apparently, 8 years ago, her partner called off an engagement. Well, frankly speaking, the lady seems crazy. You know, I kind of understand the dude. And she felt psychological pressure created by society to get married before turning 30. Yeah, come on, people. This all pressure is all in your head. Stop that, seriously. It's all in your head. Like, nobody's thinking about you but you, all right? That's the only person who thinks about you. Nobody will give a fuck. Nobody give a fuck about me either. So Patricia purchased her own wedding dress, diamond wedding ring, and flowers. At least that's probably like the only happy bride on the planet because every time there's a wedding, bride is always super stressed. Oh, it's my occasion, and the lady was like, actually no, it's everything up to my likings. During the unique ceremony which took place in a local park, yeah, I assume it wasn't the church or a town's hall because yeah, nobody allowed it on the views of put forward her views on the importance of self-love. Oh, shut the fuck up, seriously. Like, you decided to do a stunt, just please do not tell people about it because it sounds like a virtue signaling. She later explained that she hoped that her act of marrying herself would motivate other young women to accept themselves regardless of relationship status, societal pressure to get married. Okay, that's ego talking, right? That's a fucking ego. Like, look, I'm so great. I'll make everybody great. That's ego, right? That's ego. Yeah, I understand there's a pressure to get married before 30, but please do not make a big ass fucking scene to tell people there is a pressure because everybody knows about it, nobody cares about it too. Okay, she has explained that she made to herself a vow to be emotional ceremony, blah blah. She promised herself despite the mistakes she had made in life and committing trusting herself. Yeah, I the more I'm reading about it, the more I understand the dude who called off the engagement. He dodged a bullet. In that case, he dodged fucking marrying her. I want to do defy societal expectations, blah blah blah. Show women that the most important relationship we have is with ourselves. That's for everybody, women, men. Love yourself. Love yourself. Nothing wrong with that. Seriously, if you struggle with something, you can always love yourself. And we search our whole lives to make a huge declaration to another, but we don't do it for ourselves first. You know what? I do understand this message, and do I agree? You have to love yourself and stuff. Just do not make a big fucking fuss about it because there's no point. There's no point. And again, I'm pretty sure it's like ego talking out of you. It's like, I'm gonna be the leader of this new nation when you can marry yourself. Anyway, I do wish her all the best in her future life with herself. I also hope that she also gave herself money because this, I think, I don't know if it's Australian tradition too, but in Poland we give money to the people who get married. So maybe she wanted to borrow money from her friends and didn't know how to ask. So she's like, "Oh, I'm having a marriage. I'm having a wedding. Please come over." And the people came like, "What? What is the dude?" And the lady's like, "No, gonna make a statement, but please give me cash." All right. I wish her all the best, and I wish all of you also the best. And then that was the episode of News on the Spectrum Australia. If you like it, please like, subscribe, put a comment. And if you have news from your country, email is in the description. All right, I'm Martin K. Take care.